Clear. What? I know to start the time. Oh, okay.
Isn't there something you do with it? I
Yes,
don't know what it
something I
means,
do
but
with
you
it.
click it every time.
Unmute it. Yes, there we go. We now have game audio. Yay.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. At this point, we don't really need to tell everybody what's going on in the world. They're all very, very aware.
Well, since this is going to be posted in like 2 weeks, it is the week of November 5th.
It is the week of the election.
No, come here.
I have never really been the sort of person that like dumbs down what I have to say or how I feel about things.
Oh, that's right.
For the sake of others' feelings, and I'm gonna continue to be that way. I think I'll suffice it to say that this is a safe place. We're safe people. We're allies for the people that are scared, worried, freaking out. So are we, and we're here for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll leave it at that, I think. I just think that it's important for people to know that. And we'll do our best to get through it together.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of a wild time right now. Also, another celebrity death announcement. This one actually really, really breaks my heart a lot. Tony Todd passed on the 6th. And that's pretty devastating.
For anybody who doesn't directly know who Tony Todd is, he was...
You're crazy
Candyman.
if you don't know.
Right? I know, but some people...
He was the original Candyman.
Yes.
And I actually have... I have stories about Tony Todd. In 2019, so for people that aren't aware, I am very involved in basically Phoenix's version of Comic-Con. And I've been involved with them in some capacity since 2016. And I started out as a panelist. So, you know, when you go to these conventions and you sit and you listen to the panel of people talking about, you know, this, that, and whatever, that's what I was doing for a really long time. And in 2019... Nope,
that didn't work.
That
Okay.
did not work.
I didn't look to see where it went.
In 2019... myself and and my panel partner at the time, Shannon, had an opportunity to go with several other panelists to
Jesus Christ. I'm the worst. No, come back. Never mind, I'll get another one.
We had the opportunity to go to a horror convention. It was an entire convention in Riverside, California. The convention was like, it had so much potential. But the execution was just really not all there. And the convention pretty much took over like the entire like town of Riverside, if you will, like the downtown aspect of it. Like, we were doing horror panels in churches, and then you would leave the church and go do a panel in the library, and the whole, like, it was just the whole
What the fuck?
thing. And the thing is, like, the celebrities that were there, I mean, they blew their load on the celebrities. So Michael Barrowman was there, Amelia Kincaid was there, Tony Todd was there. We had a lot of good celebrities, but because it was like such a small convention, they weren't separated in the way that they are in big places like Salt Lake, San Diego, our very own. where you don't see the celebrities. They're all kind of behind the scenes. So they were just kind of out and about. And there was one point where Shannon and I stopped in the VIP room to get some lunch, and Tony Todd and Michael Barrowman had walked in. And first of all, Tony Todd was exceedingly tall.
Oh,
He was incredibly tall. And Candyman was like my first favorite horror film, you know, like watching it as a child. It genuinely scared the shit out of me. And so it was so hard to kind of reconcile, because here's this man that I've been terrified of for so much of my life, and he walks in and he's a very intimidating presence. And he's eating cookies and he's drinking lemonade and he's talking to people around, and he's just endlessly, sickeningly sweet. And Shannon, I'm starstruck, of course, and Shannon is like elbowing me, and she's like, "Don't be weird, don't be weird, don't be weird." And I remember
he's weird.
And I pop off with because he was eating cookies, and I was like, "Oh my god, they eat just like real people." And she was like, "God damn it, Aly."
Oh my god.
Some of my panelists that I work very closely with at Phoenix, obviously they were there as well. And these are people that run the circuit. They do conventions all over the country. They do this. Whereas up until this point, I was limited to just Phoenix. And that's still, where like my wheelhouse is for the most part. And so they're a little bit more involved with the people that are like setting things up and making things happen and that kind of thing. And someone texts my friend James and is like, "You need to come down to the lounge of this hotel room, like right now. You need to get down here." And he's like, "Okay." So he goes down, and there's Tony Todd just hanging out. So they start chatting with him, and they're talking with him, and it comes up that I guess at some point he was like, "We should go to Puerto Rico." And James, he was also handing out gummies, like THC gummies, to people, and he's offering it to James, and James is about to start a new job that he's going to be tested for, and he is just like racked with agony because he can't he can't partake. But Tony Todd starts talking about how like, "Oh, we should go to Puerto Rico," and starts talking about, he's like, "I will charter a plane right now and let's go. We'll go to Puerto Rico." And turns out the only reason that he wanted to go to Puerto Rico was because one of his favorite casinos was there. And so James and another friend of mine, Brian, are there, and they're like, "Well, we can just take you to a casino."
Oh no.
Yeah, that one doesn't just.
That one doesn't come back.
No. How are you going to get back the other way?
You don't. Once we get to the end of this, like, you just leave the temple, basically.
Yeah. Well, we're not. We're never leaving this temple.
No, we're not. This damn thing doesn't push the fucking ball fast enough.
Well, there's probably something else you need to do with it, but I don't know what it is, so. And I'm not looking it up this time because I'm telling a story.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so they're like, "Well, we can just go to a casino. Like, we'll just find one and we'll just go to a casino." So they're outside with Tony waiting for this SUV to come and pick them up and take them to this casino, when another friend, and I can't name him and I can't give the details about some things. I don't have his permission to do so, and given the circumstances, I don't think I would ever get it. He's a very proud person. We'll leave it at that. He had a rough night, to put it simply, and he is texting James, and he's like, "Where are you guys?" And James is like, "We're out front of X hotel. We're going to a casino." And he goes, "Well, then so am I." And so he shows up, and he has no idea that they're going to this casino with Tony Todd. And he walks out and doesn't even really acknowledge that that's who was there, because he's so upset about the events of his night. And so he gets outside and he starts just venting to James and Brian about the course of his evening. And Tony Todd chimes in and says something to him that is very much in line with the kind of night that he's having, and just giving him shit, you know? And he looks up and realizes who it is. And so then they are bickering back and forth about, like, they're just lobbing, like, insults at each other back and forth. And apparently this occurred the whole way to the casino. The unnamed friend is, like, in the back of the SUV. Tony Todd is at the front of the SUV, and they're just going back and forth. James and Brian are having the time of their lives. Just like, this is the greatest thing ever. And at one point, our unnamed presence shouted, like, he, like, half stood up in the back of the SUV and shouted, "Suck my dick, Candyman."
Oh my God.
And the great thing about it is, you know, my buddies have said that, like, while Tony was definitely needling him for sure, he stayed respectful the whole way through. Like, it was very clear that he was giving him shit and just fucking around with him. Uh-oh.
Am I fucked down here?
No, ascend. Ascendancy. Oh. Hopefully you can.
Yes, I can.
And so, yeah, they're going back and forth, and it's like that all night long. And then he takes out a type of cigarette or whatever, and Tony's like, "Oh, those are what I used to smoke and whatever. Can I get one?" And then it just flipped, and they were best fucking friends.
That's awesome.
But yeah, they had a great time. They were out until like 4:30 in the morning, just living it up with this guy, and they had such a great time. And I love to hear them tell that story, because there's just so much love in it, and it really gives you, like, just the kind of feeling that he was, and they've both said that, like, it's from the second that he met you, he treated you like family, and he was just a very humble, sweet person. And so it's,
oh God,
bye.
You don't ascend from that.
So it's very heartbreaking that we've lost him. I'm very, very sad about that. He was definitely a beacon in the horror community. So it's very, yeah, it's upsetting. It's upsetting. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Welcome.
I feel like I'm gonna have to like
but like, even when you get across, you're gonna need to do something to open up the gate. I just
need to get the ball across.
Well, yeah, but can you reach it from across there?
Well, like, what I'm trying to do is, I don't even know if this is gonna work.
What's the name of the shrine that we're in?
I'm not gonna look up walkthroughs.
Well, I was telling a story, and I'm not now, and I don't want this to be another thing where we spend 2.5 hours in the same place.
It is this, whatever this says in blue.
I in a shrine.
I'm in a shrine.
I in a shrine. Da, 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 da.
Whoa. I'm very curious.
I know how to enter it. You just get in there. Jeez.
Very curious to see how this is going to work out, since I didn't space any of this out. I'm just winging it. the fuck?
Well,
Come on.
What the fuck? No, I don't. Stop it.
No, it needs to be centered. No, you motherfucker. Centered. There we go. And stick.
That.
Oh my fucking god. First fucking try. It's over there.
Oh, sweet. Okay. All right, well then I guess I don't need this.
I cannot believe that fucking worked.
Oh,
not work.
that didn't. Oh no. It's not going to be set up anymore, is it?
It should be. No, it should be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the ball's still over there.
Phew.
I just need to fix that. Oh god.
Listen.
Let me just fall down here again first.
Yeah.
No, I just need to fix this last one, make it flat so I can get across.
Yeah.
Whoa. I know. Right?
Why?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You. Oh, thank God.
We're okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
We're okay, and we're fine, and everything's fine, and we're fine.
Okay.
I wonder if I could just... I can't hit the thing. I wonder if I could just eat myself over there with a button. Jesus.
Jesus. You could eat yourself everywhere else. You know what movie I watched today that I hadn't watched in a very long time?
What's that?
The Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie.
It's so good.
So good. Look, the script has finally arrived. Give to daddy. Still holds up. Still holds up.
I can't even think of like my favorite quote just because there's just so many.
Oh yeah.
No, not attach. Well,
just run and glide it. You got some room now. Or not. Oh, that was my bad. That was my bad. Don't listen to me.
oh my god.
Oh wow.
Somehow.
Wow.
It's your turn to walk the cow.
The what?
The cow. From the movie that you just said that you watched.
Oh, yeah,
my jeez. Fuck.
Oh no. Carl. Cow.
Cow. Okay, I just need to separate those two things.
The beginning where Crow puts a hole in the thing and then Servo plugs it with his butt and he's like, I am experiencing a sensation altogether new to me and I like it.
Oh, look at that. Breach Hall all die. Even had it underlined. That's gotta be like my favorite Crow line ever.
I love Crow.
Why? Why is this so hard? Why? I feel fucking stupid.
You're not taking your time, man.
I'm not. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm the worst. I'm the worst.
All right, so we'll be here for the next 2.5 hours.
You know what?
Because this is just
You know what?
on brand with how we do things here. Take your time. Gentle.
See what happens when I'm gentle?
Christ.
I like it when you're just soft and coy. Like, take your time, gentle. Motherfucker!
Every time you fall, a speedrunner dies. Christ. Okay, now that one needs to go up higher.
Or...
Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. All right. I got you. I got you. But it needs to be, yeah.
I don't know how I backed off the ledge on that. Oh, fuck. Well, those two are way over there
Takes finesse, then loudly screams at game. Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to bring it back. Don't do that!
I have to do that.
You can't back yourself
I'm doing
up.
the wrong. I'm doing the wrong. I know what I'm doing wrong.
God.
I'm using the joystick and not the buttons.
You're stepping off the fucking floating
rock.
rock. That's what you're doing wrong.
I know. Okay.
Jesus.
So what I need to do is grab, and then rather than using the joystick, I use this button. I'm sorry that I got the buttons confused.
Oh,
Fuck.
God.
I'm gonna put it right there.
Try not falling. That's, yes. Dear Jesus, please. You put it up higher, a little higher.
Right there?
Yeah.
And then I grab one of these. Don't touch the
Just
fucking
put it up
joystick.
a little higher. You know, you're building some stepping stones so that you don't fucking nail the edge of the wall and fall down. Okay, you're good. You're good.
Oh,
Because
am
you've got, well, yeah, you've got the one behind you. You can move if you need to. You should be fine.
Yeah. Yay! You know what'd be funny is if I just threw the ball on the other side.
Yeah, do that. I'll go home.
Oh, thank fuck.
Including last week, it took us an hour to do this. At least.
To do what?
To get through this fucking place. This goddamn little shrine. We're gonna go ahead and chalk this up to you were sick and your brain was on fire for a little bit.
Uh-huh. That's fair.
Did you say this was the last bag of chips?
I bought another bag.
Oh, okay.
So calm your tits, Jesus.
Do you have any idea how unsatisfying this is?
I'm sorry. Do you want to go get the other bag?
I kind of do.
Go get the other bag, then it's in the pantry.
Okay. It's really hard to, like, eat proper salchicha with crumbs.
I'll eat the crumbs.
Okay.
And then you can get a bowl and get entire whole chips.
Yeah. I'm doing it.
Everything's got to be perfect with you.
Listen, they're scoops for a reason, my dude. Alright, where are they at?
Pantry.
Oh, that would make sense. Oh. Hey! The organization in this place makes me feel poorly about myself.
You don't want to get a bowl?
It's the same as a bag. You're right, it's bulky. I'll get a bowl. Fine.
Okay, wait, what's the word that you used?
What word did I use? Just now?
No, it was like a couple weeks ago. And I was like, do you want the chips in a bowl or in a bag? And you said in a bowl because it's less, and then you used a word.
I'm sure I did. I don't recall.
I can't remember what the word was, but it was funny. The word chonky comes to mind, but that's not the word that you used.
I don't recall. I mean, it is less chonky, I guess.
Well, it was a word that you used to describe the...
Like the area?
No, oh, God. I'm dying. Fuck. It was a word that you used to describe the sound the bag made.
Oh, less crinkly? No. Less... I don't know, man. I'm not a thesaurus. Ugh. It's less.
It's
just
less. Wait,
See, this is so much better. Now I'm not getting salchicha on my fingies.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
what the fuck do I do next?
Oh, yeah, we were going to the not lake, to find that guy. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
You remember?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Lake northwest of here.
Yeah, I remember it's not actually
It's
a lake.
this, yeah.
Yeah. Stamp it.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
You know what other movies I've watched recently that I hadn't seen for a while?
What was that?
Billy Madison,
Yeah.
which is a classic and more or less shaped my entire sense of humor. So the funny thing about Billy Madison is I'm pretty sure that movie came out in like 1995 or 1996. And we had moved in with my grandparents when they were still in Tempe. And I was having trouble like sleeping through the night. And I think that's when my like crutch of sleeping with the TV on started. And so I was looking through my grandparents' like VHS tapes.
Get him.
And I don't know why I chose that one because I hadn't like seen like trailers for it or anything like that. And it wasn't like the copy wasn't like store bought. So it wasn't like in original packaging. It had been like copied or recorded or something. So it was just like, it looked like a blank tape, but on the side it had Billy Madison written on it. And I don't know, maybe as a kid I thought it was something different. I'm not sure. But I picked that one and I put it on. And of course, as a kid, like so many jokes go over your head.
Right.
So I don't even really recall what it was about the movie that like made me fall in love with it at 8 years old. But I did. And I would watch it every fucking day when I was going to sleep. And that movie is directly responsible for a lot of my humor. And do you want to know a fun fact?
Uh-huh.
The dodgeball scene. Adam Sandler was legitimately pelting these kids with the dodgeball as hard as he could because he was like, it needs to be real. It's got to be real.
Right.
And so they had to like cut away almost immediately after every hit so that they didn't see the kids crying.
Oh, jeez.
Mind you, these children's parents are like okay with this, which you know
Right.
what? I totally get because sometimes you're looking at your kid and you're like, you just need to be blasted with a dodgeball to the face.
Right. They're like, I can't do this, so we're going to get somebody else that's
We're
going
gonna
to pay
hire
us to do
somebody.
this.
Yeah.
Because we're getting paid for this. Mm-hmm. So, go ahead.
Yeah. So that one still holds up for me. And then also The Wedding Singer was another one that we watched.
I wasn't so much as crazy on, like, movies as a kid as I was on TV shows. Mm-hmm. Like, over here. My mom and I used to watch. Motherfuck.
Who did that?
Bonk.
Todd said it's called method acting, I believe.
Right.
If pelting kids in the face with a dodgeball is method acting, then I am the most method alive. Just kidding. I've never hit a child with a dodgeball, but it is on my list.
Right. I wish.
I wish.
Bonk.
That was really dramatic.
Right. But no, what I was saying is my mom and I used to watch. I was really big into MTV like my whole life. My first like 15 years growing up until fucking like the TV show bullshit started. With like, you know, Real World and Road Rules and shit like that.
Yeah.
How do I do to open this? I got them all, didn't I?
Those are open?
Well, it's supposed to open like once you've killed everyone. So apparently.
Oh, I see. He's to the left. He's right there.
Oh, hello.
Sir, I'm trying to loot you.
Would you like a
Please
bump?
die. Ted said Tommy Boy and Black Sheep were my go-to movies when I was young. Those are also very good.
Oh god. It's like that cough where you feel like something's gonna be productive, but it's like in your
But
throat.
it just
and it's
nothing
not happening.
happens.
Yeah, fuck.
And then it won't go away.
Yeah.
And then you're like, ooh, that was
Good
a
lord.
bad idea.
Anyways, what I keep trying to say was my mom and I used to watch. I don't know if you ever got into like the older like MTV, like the weird like MTV oddity shows and like just the weird shows they had. We used to watch Syphil and Ollie.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking love that show.
I miss MTV. Like
Good MTV.
yeah, where they actually
Wait a
showed
minute.
like music for the most part, and then maybe a little bit of like reality stuff. I miss Kurt Loder.
Kurt Loder was good.
Kurt Loder was hilarious. The monotonous, just like, hi, I'm Kurt Loder.
Right.
This is MTV News. Like he hated everything about what he was doing, and yet still did it.
Right. I'm trying to think of one of the VJs that I liked. It was a female one that I just thought was like the hottest thing ever. I forget what her name was.
I don't know. Kurt Loder's the only one I really remember. And I remember the girl with the short blonde hair, but I don't remember her name.
I think I know who you're talking about.
She had like the short spiky.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't remember her name.
Probably
though.
her that I liked.
Probably. Oh, okay. Breaky break.
Woo!
Gonna take a quick break.
Maybe get some pie.
Maybe get some pie. And then we'll be back to... This week, I think we're just trying to make it all about escapism. So,
Yes.
yeah, just trying to be here and not think about the real world and the state of it right now.
Right. Shit.
So, we will be right back.
Alrighty. Woo.